Congratulations on your wedding!
Thank you.
You must be a lucky girl to be able to marry Tetsuya-kun. I hope you two find your happiness together.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be congratulated by you, Chizuru. Now we just need to find someone for you too.
Yeah, I'm going to find someone that's even better than Tetsuya.
My name is Kanye Matoba. I met Tetsuya in college and we got married 2 years after we graduated. He was an heir to a very big company and the CEO's son. He always had amazing grades and, using his incredible wit and talent, he was able to quickly gain the attention of all the executives. He's in line to become one himself. On top of that, he's got a great personality too, so he's liked by many all around. I can't believe that amazing and incredible person is going to get married to me. It's like I'm dreaming or something. He is still gaining experience in the company, but he's going to be the next CEO. So a lot of my friends are jealous of me, as I am in line to be the CEO's wife. But even so, I'm not particularly interested in that sort of thing. If anything, I'm not sure I can play that kind of huge role in supporting Tetsuya. However, his parents are incredibly kind and treat me very well. They're very wealthy, so I wasn't sure how they treat me, a regular peasant, but I had no reason to worry. As soon as we got married, we were blessed with a child, and I am now a stay-at-home housewife.
I'm gonna go out with some clients today, so I'm going to be late going home. You can go to sleep before me.
I see. Sounds like you're working hard on building relationships, huh? Just be careful and don't drink too much.
Yeah, got it. Alright, see you later.
Stay safe. Tetsuya has been coming home late recently or going out for drinks often. He used to come home early when we were newly married, but that completely stopped.
Is Daddy going to be late today too?
Yeah, let's take a shower together, huh?
Daddy's a liar. He said that he'd play with me, but he won't play with me at all.
Daddy is busy with work. You just have to wait a little while longer, sweetie. Our son, Taku, wants to play with Tetsuya, but he hasn't been able to do that at all. If anything, he's never home before Taku goes to bed. I understand that he's busy with work, but is he really that busy? He's always out with clients or coworkers or something on the weekends too. I wish he would take a little better care of his family too. And then one day, I got a call from my best friend Chizuru.
It's been a minute. How are things?
What do you mean, how are things? Did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing. I just haven't seen you in a while, so I'm wondering how you're doing.
I'm pretty darn busy with raising the kid and all. You must be busy with work, huh?
Yeah, I'm not like you. I can't just find some rich man to save me, you know. I've got to work hard.
I take it you haven't met anyone nice recently?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. Can I meet you later sometime and talk to you?
Yeah, sure. I wanted to see you too, so let's go grab a bite to eat or something sometime.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
And so I made plans to go eat dinner with Chizuru. I made plans to see Chizuru sometime soon.
Huh? It's been a minute since you've seen her, right?
Yeah, I think the last time I saw her was like last year. She texted me today and said that she wanted to catch up with me and talk about something.
I see. Have fun with that. I'll take off that day to look after Taku.
Are you okay? I thought you were too busy to be able to take off work since you've been so busy.
I mean, I've been doing nothing but work, you know? If I don't take off, then I'm going to collapse. Also, I wasn't able to ever actually play with Taku either.
He's been asking to play with you so much recently. He always seemed so upset.
I guess it kind of hurt him, huh? I'll take off that day, so don't worry. You just go have fun without a care in the world either, huh?
Thank you. But if you can take off like that, can you please take off more often? I sometimes forget what a weekend even means.
Sorry. I'm just really busy recently, you know? I have to work hard right now. I have a lot of expectations to live up to, so I can't just sit here and say no.
I know. Just make sure to take off sometime. I'm worried about you physically too.
I know. Thank you.
Tetsuya seemed pretty normal, so maybe he really was just busy with work. I was a little suspicious of him, to be honest with you, but it seems like he really has a lot on his plate, and he looks exhausted when he comes to. I guess I was just thinking too much. A few days later, I went out to eat with Chizuru.
It's been so long. I'm so glad to see that you look like you're doing well, Kanye.
You look great too. I heard you were busy with work, so I thought you'd be a lot more tired, but you look great.
Oh, come on. I'm not that fragile. Anyway, I've got a nice restaurant to eat at. Let's go talk there, huh?
Yeah. Chizuru worked at a publication company and is very sensitive to the flow of fashion. Not only that, but she also knew about all the trending stories as well. She's very, fashionable. She looks very well clothed today as well. I'm really not good with that sort of thing though, so she's always helping me out. I was always really thankful for that. How are you feeling recently?
Oh, you know, just the usual. But how are you and Tetsuya? You guys getting along well? It's already your 5th year of marriage, right?
Yeah, Tetsuya seems like he's really busy recently, so...
I mean, I guess it kind of comes with being the next CEO in line, huh?
I mean, yeah, but I keep telling him that he needs to take off more often. I'm so worried about his health, you know?
It's Tetsuya. I'm sure he's probably taking a break somewhere, you know. You're probably a little too worried.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure he's probably hanging out somewhere or something because he wants to take a break, Just having fun.
What the hell? If he wants to take a break and hang out, I want him to come back home because Taco's been begging to play with him too.
Oh, I'm saying that he's probably just taking a quick break, Don't be so angry. I'm sorry for putting it that way.
Oh, sorry. I know you don't mean anything by it.
It's fine. Anyway, it must be nice to have someone you're able to actually get angry like that,
You don't have a boyfriend right now?
There is someone, but...
Huh? There is someone? Is it someone from work?
No, it's not that. I'll just introduce you to him another day.
Yeah, I'll be waiting. We finished up that day without much else, but then Chizuru started texting me almost every day.
Hey, Kanye, how are things recently, huh?
How are things? We just met like a second ago. What's going on?
I just feel like I really want to talk to you recently,
I'm happy that you feel that way, but did something happen?
No, nothing happened.
Okay, then.
But it must be so nice being the wife of a CEO, huh?
I don't think it's all sunshine and rainbows. There's a lot of struggles involved, too.
But you don't have to worry about money. Everything else just kind of becomes a non-issue, don't you think?
You want to get married to someone who's rich, too?
Of course I do. If you're going to get married, you might as well get married to someone who's rich. You don't even have to go to work.
What? Is work not going too well recently?
No, it's not like that, but, I just kind of hope that one day in the future, I'll be able to be a stay-at-home wife and live a rich life,
It's not that easy being a stay-at-home wife, though.
What? I want to be a stay-at-home wife and have a bunch of expensive things purchased for me.
Yeah, you've always liked that kind of thing. How are things with your boyfriend now? Is he rich?
You know it. My boyfriend is now super rich. He actually just bought me a brand new bag the other day.
That's nice. Chizuru texts me like this every single day, but she only ever says the same thing to me. She's only ever talking about Tetsuya and I or her boyfriend. She must be happy right now, so she probably just wants to talk about it to someone. And maybe she's trying to compare herself to others. But why does she keep bothering me about this? Tetsuya started acting funny all around the same time, too. I was a little worried on the inside, and I couldn't shake this terrible feeling.
Sorry, I like someone. And that girl was pregnant now.
So you're going with her?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Honestly, I have no more love for you, Kane. I don't feel like I want to stay with you going forward.
Okay.
I'll pay for damages and child support. Don't worry about it.
You're going to throw away Taco as well, huh?
Sorry.
Okay. I knew that he was just lying about his work being busy. I had known about it, but... About a month after I noticed something was off about Tetsuya's attitude, he's been staying out more often, too. I looked at his credit card statement, and it's always some kind of hotel with some brand name purchases here and there. The fact that he's spending that much money on his mistress must mean he's pretty serious about her, too, so... Part of me was preparing myself. I gathered the evidence I needed and was going to talk to him about it at the right time. But then he came out and told me first, so I filed the divorce and went back home to my parents' house with Taco.
Hey, Mom, is Dad not coming back anymore?
I'm sorry, Taco. I don't think you'll see Dad anymore. It's just going to be Mom, but is that okay?
It's okay. I don't want a lying dad anyway. I think that as long as you're here with me, I'll be okay.
Thank you. I'm going to protect you no matter what, Taco. The next day, I got a call from Chizuru.
Hey, Kanye, I heard you got a divorce.
Well, that was fast. I don't even think I told you yet.
I heard directly from Tetsuya-kun yesterday. Sorry, I totally stole Tetsuya away from you.
So you were the mistress that he was having an affair with?
You're not surprised, huh?
You were acting a little strange this whole time recently, so it all makes sense now.
I see. So, you had kinda caught on?
But you really are something else. Calling me like this after stealing your best friend's husband? I didn't realize that you were the kind of person who lacked common sense like that.
Best friend? I have never considered you my best friend.
Huh?
The only reason that I was with you was because it was easier for me to catch guys. You're kind of popular with men, so you were easy to use, But I was so pissed off when you ended up marrying Tetsuya. I was after him the whole time.
You thought of me like that the whole time?
Of course! You never suspect anyone of anything, so you were so easy to use. I even went to Tetsuya-kun about this, and he said I'd help him out with you. Oh my god, I've never seen someone jump ship so fast. Too easy.
You two are the worst.
You can say what you want, but you're going to come to the wedding, right? You told me that you come to the wedding no matter what happens.
That's right, I did say that.
What is it? Are you all upset now? Just because I took your super elite husband and you're all poor now, doesn't mean that you're allowed to be mad.
I'm not that mad, actually. I could tell that I had less love for Tetsuya recently anyway.
Look at you, trying to act tough. I'm now the CEO's wife, and all of the inheritance is all mine. You can have the damages, I guess.
He's not the next in line to be the CEO,
Huh?
Tetsuya was cut off by his parents, so he's just a jobless idiot now.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't get it.
I called his parents yesterday after submitted the divorce papers. His parents are very strict people. I told them that Tetsuya was having an affair, and they were outraged.
Huh? That's all it takes for them to cut ties?
I told you, they're very, very strict people. They hate things that aren't on the straight and narrow, like cheating or having an affair.
But that's all it takes to get fired for him?
You didn't know? There are actually a lot of companies that aren't willing to keep an adulterer hired, you know. If someone can't keep a promise between their wife or husband, then how could you expect them to keep the promise with work, you know? Sounds logical to me.
But
no buts, it's all just fact.
But
and they really, really liked me too. Every weekend we went over to his parents' house to visit them, and they really took great care of Taku too. They spent all kinds of money on him. Tetsuya betrayed all of us.
why do they like you so much?
Who knows, I was just talking to them like I do anyone else.
I don't believe it. That's all a lie, right? You're just lying to trick me, right?
Do you think that I'm lying to you? How about you just go ask Tetsuya about it then?
He didn't say anything about that yesterday when he told me about your divorce.
You realize how he's just a giant clump of a pride, right? You really think that someone like that is going to tell you about how he was fired and then his parents cut ties with him? You couldn't tell that he was acting a little stranger than usual yesterday?
Well,
you know, people might think that he's a decent guy by just talking to him from time to time, but he's actually insanely prideful. I think you could tell if you just spent time together.
I mean,
that's probably why he didn't say anything to you. Well, it's probably why he never will say anything to you. I'm sure he'll probably say something like he just resigned his position because he didn't like the way his company worked. So he plans to just start his own business or something like that.
I see. No, I shouldn't just be agreeing right now.
How about you just ask Tetsuya? His parents cut ties with him, so he's got no status or inheritance at all.
I'm sure he's probably just going to say the same thing.
Right. I'm sure he's probably busy right now, so he'll probably won't even answer. I bet you he's at his parents' house right now apologizing and begging for forgiveness. He was apologizing like crazy when he had cut his ties with him yesterday, too.
Is that going to work for him?
I don't know. Who knows? I personally think it's all going to be for nothing.
But what about my dreams of being the wife of a CEO? I'm not going to be filthy rich?
Probably not.
But I don't want him then. I don't need him anymore. You can have him back.
I don't know what you want me to say. I've already got a divorce and I definitely don't want him back. He's a cheater. And you can say you don't want him, but you're going to pay for damages.
Huh?
Of course you are. You stole my husband from me.
I didn't steal per se.
You have his kid, right? You're pregnant?
No! The kid thing was just a lie.
It was a lie. But you still had an affair, so it's all the same thing. I'm going to talk to a lawyer, and they'll tell you how much you need to pay later. After I said that, Chizuru suddenly hung up the phone on me. A second ago, she was saying she'd be willing to let me have the damages payment. But I guess she was just lying? I guess she was just a giant clump of lies from the get-go. I'm sure she's probably calling Tetsuya right now, or she's trying to run away because she doesn't want to pay damages. But you have another thing coming if you think you're going to get away from me. I'm going to make sure that the two that stole my happiness from me will pay for their mistakes. I immediately talked to my ex-in-laws about Chizuru and had them make sure they knew where she was. Turns out she was trying to go overseas, as expected.
I was just tricked by Tetsuya-kun. I didn't do anything wrong.
Is what she was saying, but who's actually going to believe that?
You're the one that seduced me. What are you talking about?
No, you're the one that came on to me.
Started arguing, so I couldn't even figure out what to say to them. Then my ex-father-in-law, who was watching the whole thing, said,
Shut up! You two need to mind your manners in someone's house. Disgusting. You're going to argue. Go argue somewhere else.
I could tell that my ex-father-in-law's blood was boiling. His face was a bright red, and he was about to start blowing gaskets soon. Tetsuya used to tell me back in the day that his dad was the last person that he wanted to make angry. But I think I kind of understand what he meant now. He looks like he's about to punch Tetsuya right now.
Dad? I was just tricked. I still love Kane and only Kane.
Excuse you? You have no right to say that. I heard from Kanye-san that you clearly told her you've got no more love for her.
That's just because I wanted to figure out what Kane was thinking.
That is the worst excuse that I've possibly heard anyone say. I can't believe that you'd come up with such a horrible, rotten, no-brain excuse.
Yeah, I agree. If you really loved me, then you wouldn't lie about being at work while fooling around. You'd come back home and actually hang out with Taku like you promised.
Oh my, you broke promises with Taku-chan as well?
That's not...
Yes, you did. You promised you'd take a bath with him and that you'd read him a story until he fell asleep, and that you'd go to sleep with him. All of these have been broken. Do you realize how sad and disappointed Taku has been?
That's...
Someone who says he loves a person would never cheat on that person either. You really are all talk, aren't you?
I'm seriously done with you. I don't want to see your face anymore. Get out of this house.
Don't you ever reach out to either of us again. A man that cheats like that is not family to me.
But what about the company? If I'm not around, then the company... Who's going to be the CEO?
There are plenty of other good employees other than you. I never said anything about keeping this company a family-owned company either.
That's right. The only reason that the previous CEOs have been family is because each generation has worked hard to keep it that way. You just flew a little too close to the sun.
I told you before that if you wanted to become a CEO, then you needed to work hard and make sure you were actually fit to be a CEO.
But...
Hey, Chizuru, why are you trying to use this commotion to just get out of here, huh?
You caught me?
Of course we're going to catch you.
We're best friends, so you wouldn't do anything mean to me, right?
Huh? Am I crazy or am I correct when I recall you saying that you never thought of me as your best friend?
That's,
Thank you for giving me the much-needed wake-up call. You did something horrible to me and mine, so I'm going to sue you like I said. Be ready for it. That's what I was going to do, but Tetsuya wanted to be the CEO, so he came crawling back to me to do things over.
Please, I'm begging you. Let's do this over. This time, I swear to you that I will never stray away again. I'll never cheat again, I swear.
You really think that I can believe someone who has cheated on me once? I don't have any kind of love for you anymore. Don't ever come back to see us again, do you understand me?
Don't be like that.
You just want to be the CEO. Be honest with me. You think that if I forgive you, then your parents will forgive you too, right? Am I wrong? You are such a shallow man. If I were to forgive you, I don't think that your parents would follow suit, just so you know. You didn't even say anything about Taku either. I want you to stay the hell away from me. I made sure he understood that I wanted nothing to do with him. He continued to pester me, so I had my lawyers make sure that he couldn't come near me anymore. If he wants to be the CEO so badly, then how about he just start his own company, huh? He's not an idiot, and he was able to actually accomplish things at work too. Of course, I told this to his parents too. Afterwards, he had almost no money left over after paying damages and child support because he spent so much money in his affair with my ex-best friend. He really wasn't expecting to be chased out of the family, apparently. He begged me and said that he wanted me to take it in payments, so his parents told him that if he doesn't pay, he's going to be in a world of pain. We ended up seeing if he actually would pay. He ended up using his brain and actually finding a small IT company. He learned some things there before becoming independent and making decent money again. I knew for a fact that he would screw something up again, so I told him that if he's got the money now, then I want everything up front right now.
I've got more than enough money right now, so it doesn't bother me at all. If anything, maybe it was good that I quit the company. Better not try to come begging me for more money from now on.
Don't worry about money at all, so don't worry. After we got a divorce, I had your father hire me at your old company.
What? You were just a stay-at-home housewife. What the hell do you think you can do?
Well, maybe you didn't know, but I was able to study and get a variety of certifications while I was a stay-at-home housewife. I'm actually a candidate for one of the executive positions right now. I might not be that far off from that CEO position you've been vying for this whole time.
Ha! You becoming the CEO? Yeah. Everything is going to fail and the company will die. I'm so excited to see the day that the company tilts and goes unders.
Huh? Yes? What? We're sorry, but we've cut ties with that prick. We're not going to be visiting him. Excuse us.
What is it?
Apparently, my ex-stupid son was stabbed and sent to the hospital.
Huh?
I'm sure it'll make the news. But apparently the person that he had an affair with before stabbed him and she was struggling for damages payments. But he was doing great, so she was upset. She said things like she was going to tell everyone about all the horrible things, and they got into an argument, which led to the stabbing.
Is he going to live?
He might have some kind of lasting damage, is what they told me. He works with PCs mostly, right? It might be difficult for him to do anything if he's got lasting damage.
I see.
We can leave the rest up to the police. We cut ties with him. Well, it's got nothing to do with us anymore.
That's right. Getting married to him might be the only regret that I have, but I was blessed with a lovely son and wonderful in-laws. I look forward to working with you, sir.
Of course. And us with you.
The story between Chizuru and Tetsuya made the news. It was the main thing on the news for a while. They came over to our company to interview us from time to time, but his father completely turned them all away, so that was handled quietly. You really can't do anything wrong without it coming right back to bite you in the butt. I'm going to make sure I remember that when I live life and continue to be a good human.